Hello students, today we will discuss about one type of cell division, that is mitosis. So can you remember what is cell division? Cell division is the process through which one cell divides and gets us new daughter cells and helps in growth and reproduction of living organism. And the types of cell division were mitosis, meiosis. So among these three, we will discuss about the mitosis cell division today. So what is mitosis cell division? It is the process through which from the mother cell we are getting two new daughter cells, and here the new daughter cells are having identical characteristics to the mother cell. Now what are the phases of mitosis? At first, we can divide it into three phases. First phase is the interphase. Actually, interphase is not belonging to any specific cell division. It is the intermediary stage between two cell division. After one cell division is completed and before starting the new cell division, the cell needs to take some preparation, and that preparatory stage is the interphase. And after the interphase, the cell starts to divide. At first, in mitosis, the nuclear division occurs. At first, the nuclear division occurs, and this nuclear division up to telophase is called the karyokinesis. After the karyokinesis or nuclear division, the cytoplasmic organelles start to divide, and this is the process cytokinesis. So at first we are dividing the mitosis cell division starting from interphase and then karyokinesis, and the last one is cytokinesis. Actually, if we consider the cell division as a cell cycle, then we need little time for mitosis cell division, but we need more time for the interphase stage, because in this interphase stage the cellular duplication is taking place and the cell is checking itself for if there is any error and to repair the error. Okay, so interphase stage is taking much time compared to the cell division process. Now the first phase of karyokinesis. Here the chromatin fibers inside the nucleus gets condensed and they are forming chromatids which are attached through the centromere. And in this stage the nuclear membrane is started to disappear, and the centrioles of the centromere are pointing towards the opposite poles, and they starts to spread the microfilaments for forming the spindle apparatus. How the sister chromatids are formed? At first take a look at the structure. The sister chromatids of the same side is called the sister chromatids, not of the opposite side, and the end of the chromatid or chromosome is called the telomere, and these sister chromatids of both sides are attached through the centromere, joined at the point called centromere. Now how these chromatids are formed from the chromatin fiber? Actually, at first the chromatin fibers inside the nucleus they creates replica. You can see in the picture the chromatin fibers are duplicating itself, that is called DNA replication, and after DNA replication these chromatin fibers gets condensed and they forms the sister chromatids which are joined through the centromere. This is called the chromosome condensation. You can see the picture again. The chromatin fibers are creating replica copies and forming the sister chromatids at both sides which are joined through the centromere, and the chromosomes, look at the previous slide again, the chromosomes of the same cell is called the homologous chromosome. These two are homologous chromosome of the same cell. Now the second stage of karyokinesis, that is prometaphase. And here you can see the spindle apparatus is almost formed, and the chromatids are going to be arranged in the middle area or equatorial region of the cell, and the centromere is attached to each of the spindle fiber. As the centromere is attached to the spindle fiber, so each spindle fiber has other names like traction fiber or ester ray. When the when the chromatids are trying to be arranged in the equatorial region, then the chromatids are facing towards the opposite poles. Here you can see the structure of kinetochore. It is a protein structure. Kinetochore is a protein structure which is present in the centromere, and through these kinetochore proteins the chromatids are attached along with the spindle fibers. So see the next phase. Here you can see all the chromatids are arranged in the middle position or equatorial region of the cell, and all the centromere are attached to the spindle fiber, while the chromatids are facing towards the opposite poles. Now after the metaphase stage, anaphase stage starts, and here the chromatids are splitted and they have started their journey towards the opposite poles, and during this movement to opposite poles the centromere is followed by the sister chromatids. Here a point should be noted that the separation of the chromatids is occurring longitudinally, not this way, longitudinally. Each one of the sister chromatids is taken and separated longitudinally, then it starts its journey to the opposite pole. And in the last stage, in anaphase stage, we can see different structure of chromosomes based on the position of centromere. If the centromere is in the middle, then it's called metacentric chromosome. If the centromere is not in the middle and not at the end also, at a side, then this is submetacentric chromosome. If the centromere is near about the side end, then it is called acrocentric chromosome. And last position is, if the centromere is at the end or telomere, then it is called telocentric chromosome. So we can get V-shaped, L-shaped, J-shaped or I-shaped chromosomes, and these types of chromosomes we are getting in the anaphase stage based on the position of centromere. Now what is the last stage? The last stage is the telophase stage, and here it is said that this is the reversal of prophase stage, because the chromatids are again decondensed to chromatin fibers and nuclear membrane is arising again, nucleus has arisen, and the cell plate starts to form in the middle of the cell, and the cell finally gets divided into two new daughter cell. So this is the process how one cell divides into two new daughter cell in mitosis cell division. And after this division, during this division, during the last stage, telophase, the cytoplasmic organelles, after the karyokinesis, all the cytoplasmic organelles again they duplicate themselves, and they are also divided into two equal portion. So the two new daughter cells that we are getting in mitosis cell division, they are identical to the mother cell. They are having the same quality, same chromosomal number. That's why mitosis is called equational cell division. you can see mitosis is called the equational cell division. And what is the significance? If we can summarize, the significance is after the fusion of reproductive cells, the zygote is forming, and from the zygote up to the adult, all these growth and development involves mitosis cell division. And because of mitosis we are having the same qualities in the new daughter cells. Okay, thank you all for today.